All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about what Elon said yesterday. That's going to change completely the game for next year when it comes to pricing and everything, maybe even the strategy of Tesla vehicles into the next year. So I might make a whole video on like what to expect, but today we're just going to talk about what Elon said, how and break it down, like what he actually means. And because we can't take everything he says like at surface level, right? He might just be saying it, or people might be taking out the statement out of context. But we'll take a look at it, and we'll see, and we'll dissect it a little bit. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another video. Thanks for watching another stream. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and support the content if you're liking it, but definitely check that out if you're interested. All right, so let's take a look at this. So, there's my, so Elon, I guess, did a Twitter Spaces yesterday and was talking a lot of stuff about selling Tesla stock, the economy, and Tesla sales and all that stuff. But here's a tweet from Sawyer Merritt that says, Elon says Tesla will weather the upcoming economic storm maybe better than any company, compared to any company making complex manufacturing objects. So he must be comparing it, of course, to like the other auto manufacturers out there. And this is evidenced by like all these other all these other EV car companies are now raising the prices. Like I think I saw like Ford raise their Ford Lightning like what, a couple $1,000. Kia and Hyundai just raised or something. But Tesla is doing the exact opposite. They're saying, hey guys, we're gonna chop our prices $7,500 in the next or now, and maybe even in the next quarter. So there's something interesting that came from that Twitter Spaces, but basically here's a tweet from Paul Fosse, Paul F. Thank you. He's actually a Patreon supporter, so thank you for that. But he actually posted this, and it stuck out to me. He says, Elon said he prefers volume over margin. Expect lower Tesla prices over the next year. So if you don't know what this means, that Elon prefers volume, so a high volume of sales, like selling more units day by day. That's probably why there's a $7,500 discount now, because he wanted to hit the executive team at Tesla wanted to hit a sales number, which would make sense. The more vehicles you put into operation, you sell into operation, more market share, more customers, more butts in seats, and more spread that you have as a brand, and more chance that that next person, that neighbor, that coworker sees a Tesla and then also wants to buy another Tesla. And he'd actually prefer that over margin. So that's like profit margin, more revenue per vehicle. He doesn't want to charge these crazy prices, and he's been very vocal about that. I think one of the last earnings call, he thinks that the Tesla vehicles are way too expensive, and he wants to bring that price down. And to kind of look at the history charts, like the vehicles, they've been increased a lot, and it's whether it's because of inflation, production issues, or material costs, the prices of the vehicles have been going up over the past year. So what goes up may potentially go down. But what we're seeing right now with this $7,500 discount, seems to be the demand point in which people feel like it's a good deal at a good price point to just pull that trigger. And so really that price point is what? On the Model Y long range, 58, 57K. And then on the Model 3, the standard range, 39K, which, yeah, that's a phenomenal price. And then the long range, like low 50K, 51K at that point. And yeah, I kind of agree. Like at that price point, especially with the standard range, it really does present a great value, especially if you're in a high cost of living area, if you're in any sort of city that's paying high gas costs. It definitely makes a lot of sense. So another tweet from here, Elon Musk says that Tesla is positioned better than any car maker by far. Our gross margins are higher than anyone else. So this tweet's from Sawyer Merritt, and this kind of doubles down on the fact that, Tesla has room to go back down, to reduce prices. So is this something of what might come next year? Like, are we going to start to see price decreases? I don't think they're going to come right out of the gate. I think they're going to test the waters a little bit in Q1. I mean, we know for a fact too, for the Model 3 long range to qualify for the Inflation Reduction Act, the tax credit, this car has to come down $3,000, give or take, to be under $55,000, maybe even $4,000 to build in room for all that stuff. And then we also know, I mean, I'm like 99% sure that the Model Y standard range is going to come back in Q1, and that's probably going to be about a $60,000 car. So they probably won't touch the Model Y long range or even the performance pricing because they're going to have a lower entry data point in there. And if it comes out at $60K, that means after the tax credit, it's, you know, low $53K for a Model Y, which, I mean, Model Y at low 50s also makes a lot of sense at the end of the day. And here's another tweet from Randy Kirk. I saw it as well. Elon Musk is on record. Volume is key. Maybe we'll sell some cars with zero margin. This is the totally right answer, and the stock was way up after hours. This is why it's the way to go. I don't know if this is a quote from Elon, but that's a crazy quote. Maybe we'll sell cars with zero margin. So you can tell Elon, like, it seems like maybe he's just after market share. He wants to take down all the other EV companies out there because he wants to put, you know, a bunch of more butts in Teslas, more seats in people in seats of Teslas, but zero margin. That's a crazy statement right there. But they might have to do that. I mean, the next year is, you know, going to be very interesting. We've already had a very, very interesting Q4 with Tesla pricing and all that stuff. So it could get pretty interesting. And I've said interesting like 6 times, right? It's interesting counter 5 in the next Q1 for sure. Happy Hippo, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. But Model Y standard range or long range? Yeah, I think the standard range, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to come into the market at 5960-ish in Q1, maybe even, I mean, that'd be crazy if they announced it on January 1st. They'll probably wait till now that it seems like there's all these, you know, because with the recent $7,500 discount that became available at point of sale all the way to December 31st, they probably picked up a lot of deposits, a lot of people that just gave them their money. And, you know, just to be on the list on a vehicle or whatever. And so they're probably not going to be able to fulfill all of them, but it might be a good time to introduce the Model Y standard range then, or even a, you know, a different price Model 3 to keep all those people from canceling their orders on a brand new Tesla. So definitely some interesting stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, Elon came out and said he prefers volume over margin. So it's a kind of a big indicator of what's going to happen next year with pricing. I mean, I've been speculating a little bit that prices are going to come down at a certain point, but it's not going to be right away in Q1, but probably, you know, summer is always a hot time as well. But I would say next December is going to be a big time to get a car deal. So a year from now, but if you can wait that long, great. I don't know if I can wait that long, but patience is certainly key at the end of the day. But thanks for watching this video. Check out my Patreon if you're interested. You can support the channel on various different levels. And some of those levels, you can actually schedule a call with me to ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even getting good financing on Tesla. So definitely check that out if you're interested, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much, guys.